let's build some oil cooler lines. You can see these oil cooler lines have like rags wrapped around them. Both of them, because the fittings are leaking because they're at a 90 degree. I think there's just too much pressure on them. So I'm going to rebuild these whole lines and reroute them a different way. So hopefully we won't have any leaking, it'll be more efficient, and be all good to go. Because I don't like things to leak, and these things are fucking messy, and getting all over my intercooler and just making a big mess. Alright, so this is taken apart. You can see this is where the oil lines run now. They run through like where the core support is next to the radiator. And I think them coming up here and then going in there at a 90 degree angle is putting too much pressure on the fittings and messing those up. So I'm thinking to have it come over this way more, and maybe I can cut this little spot out of my core support and they can run this way and come down as a nice gradual angle, and I have a 45 coming up to this one, and this one will just get me straight into this guy down here. And hopefully it'll be better, and I wouldn't have to go through this small spot. Motherfucker. So yeah, hopefully do that. You can see they're coming from right here. It's my oil filter sandwich plate. So I think I'm gonna do a 45 this way. Have it come around here, underneath this mess of wires. I need to rewire this car. But yeah. First things first, just need to take these oil lines out, probably change the oil at the same time. Alrighty, well I cut the hole with the hole saw, and then I deburred it with this guy. I cleaned it up all nicely, and I hit it with some primer, dabbed it up with some primer so it won't rust, but I forgot to film it because my phone was on the charger. But now I'm going to wrap it around some of this hose. I usually split it and then put it around here so it's just a little softer, not a hard edge for especially important lines are gonna go through here. I thought I had some stuff that's supposed to be for that, but I can't find it, so I'm just gonna do it the kind of getaway. So yeah, here we go. Alright, it's mustache time. But let's take this guy and set it up, and we'll clean a bunch of that fucking oil and just shit that's all over everything because of a leaky oil cooler. So yeah, I'm gonna grab the pressure washer and gonna degrease everything. And we're gonna try to clean this shit up. Oh, Jesus Christ. Because this is just everywhere. Everywhere. Alrighty, let's build some oil lines. Ow, that just stabbed the crap out of me. There's a trick that I've seen where you can use one of these guys because it is a pain in the ass. So you get these little collars on the end. Basically I have to get the collar on the end of this, and it's just super hard because they're always frayed and they're always stupid. But I guess if you put this in here, it's a 27, fits this perfect, this is -10, and put it in reverse, it'll go right on. So I guess we're just gonna try real quick to see if it works. That works so fucking good. I love that. Look at that. Perfect. All the way flush. You can't really see it, but Jesus Christ. That's gonna save so much time. Now I can cut this fucking zip tie off, and we can go measure and cut the rest of this line and put these other fittings that I have for it. So let's go do that. Now we gotta put the fitting in the line. I got 2 ahead of myself. And so this needs to go in here. I got this fancy little crescent wrench that I made, and I forgot to grab lubricant. I like to lube this stuff up, so I'll grab that real quick. Alrighty, got some lubricant, some good old WD, always works for me. Ha! As you can see, I don't have any fancy soft jaws. I just have this vice, and then I put paper towels around it. It should be fine. Eventually I'll get soft jaws, but not right now. Get this nice and lubricated. Oh, make a mess. Put it in here and start it. So it starts threading by hand, which never really happens. This is cool. Everything's working really good because this is in the video. I can use this guy. You're also supposed to use fancy and style wrenches so you don't scratch the fittings, but oh well. This car gets used, so I don't really give a shiznit. You basically want it almost all the way flush. I think I read somewhere, or listened, or I saw in a video that you can leave like about like 1/16 of an inch gap or something, and it's fine. You don't want it all the way down. But I try to get it as flush as possible. Do one more flat. Oh no, do it right here then. So yeah, you can see, I'll take it out for you. There's just a tiny bit of a gap right here. Tiny bit. And now I can go put this in the car, and then we can measure from where we need this to the other side and cut the line. Okay, yeah, so basically I need to get down in there where my oil sandwich plate is and attach the one line that I just made, and then it's gonna come up through here, this little hole that I made in my core support, and it's gonna come right to the oil cooler, and that's where I gotta cut it and make my line work together. I don't know if I want to basically hang this guy here, shove this guy in here, run it through, so I can get a clue and not mess up what I'm doing. Don't drop this line in the oil on the ground. Ah! Here. Well, sandwich plate is. It's gonna look pretty good. Looks like. Got some threads on there. Should be good. Push this up there. I basically want it to come right here. Go on a little higher. Like that. Make sure I have enough room and space to get a line in there. I also want it to have it flex around. This right here is a good time to call it. Not gonna work. Okay, I have that mark. That's where it's gonna come. So take it off now and take it to the bench so I can cut it. And clean it all out. Put another fitting, and this line should be done. Alright, so we have our line here. This is the line that we're making. This is where the fitting needs to be. But as you see, that's where the end is. So you kind of got to compensate for the depth of the fitting. Because if I just cut this here, where the line is, I'll make it a little more pronounced for you guys to see. If I just cut that there, then I would be an extra whatever the size this fitting is. So I basically want to cut the line where my fitting ends, so it'll be back here, because that's where I want the fitting to bottom out into the oil cord. So a little food for thought. So I'll take a little bit out of right. I'm basically going to cut this line in half right here, and the masking tape kind of helps it from fraying and being all crazy, but also holds stuff together. And I can get an accurate measurement, hopefully. Alright, basically that's the end of the fitting where I want it, so I gotta cut the line here because I'll have all this extra about inch and an eighth-ish. Easy one too, because I have a 45 on this side. This one's going to be a straight, but the other one I'll have 245, so it'll be a little bit more difficult. But it is what it is. Now I'm going to grab a grinder. This thing all set up. I'm going to chop it up. Safety spectacles on. Safe? Safe? Everybody safe? You guys are safe? Alrighty. Now that is all cut. You can see it's kind of frayed and stupid. I like to spray like some brake cleaner down here, get all that stuff out, clean it out, blow it out there, and then we'll assemble the next part. Okay, so I blew this out there, cleaned it up a little bit more. You can see all the shmoo on my hands. All the shmoo right here. Out of here. Now we're gonna do the trick with this guy again. Hopefully it's super duper easy. Let's unravel this. Ah! Alright. Grab this guy. Take this guy out. Put him in our magic little spinner doodad. Oh! Let gravity be your friend. Maybe get this angle guy out of the way. He's freaking out. Shit everywhere. Try this again. Let gravity be your friend. Try to get all of these wires, little things. But stab your hand a whole bunch. Going the right way? I feel like it's going the wrong way. Let's send it. It's crazy how good that works. Jesus. Never going back. Always doing that. Works so good every time. Let's go put this in the vise and get it all installed. Back at the vise, right behind us. Got the WD-40. Gonna lube it up again. Yeah. Gonna shove it in here. Start it by hand. Get my fancy super good fucking cut up crescent wrench. Get it all the way down here. Try not to mess up all the nice black coating that's on here. It's inevitable because I don't have a cool Allen wrench. One day. One day. Oh, yeah, I can just hear it scratching all my cool black stuff off. Oh my god. That's why you're supposed to have Allen wrenches, so you don't mess up your cool fittings. Oh well. I just want fittings that don't leak. And that's all I've had lately. Poor Cressida. Just making a mess. You know, when you go to the racetrack, and you're like, yeah, we don't want any cars that leak anything. You're like, yeah, no, it doesn't leak. And then it just leaks everywhere because you have leaky oil fittings and stupid shit going on. It's kind of embarrassing, and then you just hide it. I hid it with rags for a while. Okay. It's nice and scratched where the fitting meets. It's a little bit of a gap, but we're good to go. Now we can go install this one for the final time. And we have our lower oil cooler fitting line. Oil cooler lines from the sandwich plate to the oil cooler. Alright, we're gonna install this bad boy. Out it nicely. It's out of the way of everything. I'm gonna run it through my little bash bar guy right here, and then I can zip tie it here so it has more good stuff in here. Pull this nice and clean out. Leak a bunch of oil out. That's probably gonna catch me. Here we go. Bam. Not making a mess anymore. Wash me out my hands. Try to clean these studs out while it leaks oil out. Awesome. Okay. I guess we're just gonna shove it in there while it's leaking all the oil. 3, ready? 1, 2. There we go. One done. We still have enough room for another line that's going to go in here. But I won't bore you with that one. I'll do that one on time lapse since we did this one together. Yeah. Alrighty, well my phone died while I was doing all the final zip ties and stuff, but I did the cool little zip tie separation guys. Space all apart. They're all red. I have my little piece of rubber there, so I can not do a lot of fraying. Drift cars like to do vibrating stuff. Like to vibrate a lot. And then I come in through here, got my little stupid wires and shit everywhere and lines. And then go through this. And I connect to my cooler sandwich plate thing right there. So from there, all the way through here, through my core support, all the way through here, through my little bumper support thing. It's kind of nice. And into my oil cooler. All brand new. So hopefully no leaks. Got a little cup of chai tea because we got a sinus infection. So yeah. Yeah. New oil cooler lines.